friends, today we're gonna be talking about combat knife throwing. I will tell you all about it, break it out into the several points, and I will be using these AceJet knives. So, let's get started. But what is combat knife throwing? Combat knife throwing means that you are able to stick the knife into the target from any angle, any distance, and any position. Famous legendary thrower from America, Thorn, made this way very popular, and he even wrote a book about combat knife throwing. So I will explain you several points from this book. We're gonna go step by step, and I will show you his way of thinking, and you will see it's so practical and way more versatile than the classic throwing from the setup distances. If you are a total beginner, I would like to also explain you what is throwing from setup distances. So, for example, if I know that my full spin rotation is from this sweet spot about 3 meters and I'm able to stick it all the time, I'm going to mark my distance. But that's throwing from the setup distances. But if I will do only one step forward, let's see what's going to happen. This time it sticks, but maybe this time it won't. Because if you don't find the sweet spot for the full spin rotation, it's very difficult to hit the target and stick the knife. But for the no spin throwing, this is totally different thing. Because for the combat, you have to be able to move anywhere and hit the knife. Because in the combat scenario, you can't depend on the setup distances. So you have to be able to stick the knife from anywhere, from the super close or even where the enemy cannot reach you, alright? So you have to be able to move anywhere. And that's the big point that Thorn was making in his book. So throwing from any distance. I will show you really good exercises for that. So throwing from any distance. If you are a total beginner, I would start very close from the target, and if you are able to stick the knife every single time, you can make a single step back and again. Oh, beautiful spark. And if you can do that with really no problem, another exercise is you're gonna be going forward into the target. So you stick the knife and stick again. Move step forward, stick again. If you are able to do these both techniques, you are becoming definitely better instinctive and combat knife thrower. Because now you don't depend on setup distance. You can be super close, but you can run away, turn around, throw it. Pull out your other weapon, follow up with other attack, or run away, alright? And run away is always the best option, but sometimes you have to protect yourself. In the combat scenario, you're not gonna be always standing on your both feet. It could happen that maybe you fell on the ground and you are on your knees. So you have to be able to stick it from your knees. Maybe you are chilling in the restaurant, you know, you don't want to stand up, so you can throw it like that. And if you are laying on your back, the enemy kicked you, for example, it's also no problem, throw from this position. If you are able to do the previous exercise, that means that you are able to stick the knife and make a step back, you can try this thing. It's throwing while moving. Because now I will be sticking the knives and not stopping at all. It looks like this. I'm constantly moving and not stopping from the target. And this is the best way, because in the combat scenario you literally have no time and you have to be able to hit the target as fast as possible with the most power, alright? And Ralph Thorn was such a badass thrower that he was able to throw and stick the knife even while jumping. In most of my videos, you often see me mainly throwing the overhand like this. But great combat knife thrower should be able to throw from any angle. So other popular would be from the side arm no spin. Or for example, the underhand no spin. All of these are very effective, so it's only up to you which way, which angle you're gonna train the most. And of course, if you are fleeing from the enemy, you can just turn it around and throw backhand, or like no spin like this from the side. Very effective. Again, turn around and you can finish it with the overhand. So like I said, great combat thrower, throw from any angle. In the combat scenario, something can happen with your main hand and it could be disabled. So you have to be able to throw or defend with your non-dominant hand as well. So I would definitely suggest to practice with your non-dominant hand, and it's also way more healthier for you, because if you're gonna be throwing thousands of times only with your main hand, it can create stress in your shoulder and you could end up on surgery. So I would definitely suggest throwing with a non-dominant hand as well. And if you can, throw with your non-dominant hand really well. You can incorporate your other hand and you can mix it up. So for example, you can first throw with your non-dominant hand and right away follow up with your dominant hand and hit the target way more faster. It looks something like this. It's very fast, very effective, and if you can do this, you can also throw no spin with both hands at the same time. Most of the time you see me throwing this AceJet Stinger or this shape in general, but great combat thrower have to be able to stick anything with sharp point. So from very small cheap knives, from the medium that look like a normal knife, up to really bigger blades and swords. So like I said, combat knife thrower have to be able to stick anything. So guys, today you are able to see that real combat thrower have to be able to throw any distance, any angle and any position. It's so much fun, really versatile, but keep that in mind. Knife throwing in the 21st century, it's mainly for the fun, good hobby and as a sport. So if you want to have right equipment, definitely check out the link in the description below for the AceJet website. But for today, that's it. So thank you everybody for watching. Share, like, comment, subscribe and see you next time.